Clock continues to tick as Fenerbahce edge ever closer. Oh, that's
look at Nacho, he's going to get three. Look at Melly with tears on the bench.
Well, what scenes here at the Etihad Arena. The baselines have been roped off. Orange-clad security officials just looking to maintain order. Nigel Hayes-Davis, 11 out of 11 from the free throw line, the game's high scorer with 20 points in the game. He entered this championship final having made 12 consecutive free throws, and he's made a dozen more in this game alone. Nicolo Melli overcome with emotion. What a performer he has been across the course of the Final Four. Crucial cameos of key impact for his ball club.
Tears of joy, my man. This is what it's all about right now. It's just the season that accumulates in this right here, in this moment. Look at, you know, Saras, we know how emotional he was when he won with Zalgiris in third place and was in the playoffs. So right now, you know, he's just a load of emotion watching the rest of his team in tears. James pulling up.
Well, Mike James gets the 3 points to 4. That'll make things a little more or less uncomfortable on the scoreboard. But what a wonderful moment between those two iconic figures as they share an embrace. But Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul fashion a famous victory in Abu Dhabi to take the EuroLeague title. And just look at what it means to everybody clad in the yellow and blue from the team of the Asian side of the Bosphorus Strait in Istanbul. In a hard-fought physical encounter, it is Fenerbahce who were able to demonstrate their brand of smart, intense, tough basketball to claim their second crown, adding to the one that they claimed in 2017. And now emotions beginning to spill from everybody associated with the Istanbul Ball Club. Bitter disappointment for coach Vasilis Vanoulis, but what an impact he has made in the coaching ranks in his first season as a sideline strategist in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, making it through to the championship game. But coach Sarunas Jasikavičius becomes just the fourth person to win EuroLeague titles as a player and a coach, joining Armanak Alacharchan, Lolo Sainz and Svetislav Pesic. And their wonderful moment with the family for coach Sarunas Jasikavičius. 4 titles as a player and now 1 as a head coach, as the man in charge of Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul. Wonderful scenes here at the Etihad Arena, and it's the Fenerbahce faithful who are celebrating.
I think, Ron, he has worked harder for this championship more than any other one in his life. And as a coach, it even becomes more gratifying because you've done it, you've depended on your team. It's not an easy situation for a player to make the transition into coaching. And he's struggled over the last 5 or 6 years. Lost a couple finals, Final Fours, and now he's got his championship.
Final score, AS Monaco 70. Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul with an 11-point margin of advantage as we take a look at the Motorola Magic moment, and it's the 3-point dagger drilled by Marko Guduric, dropping it into the eye of Daniel Theis. Marko Guduric with an incredible performance of 19 points, including 3 of 5 shooting from downtown. Championship winning display, which surely must have him in contention for player of the game honors in this championship finale. And again, the contrast in emotions. Papagiannis didn't get onto the floor during the course of the Final Four. He was a key contributor in the 5th game decider against Barcelona. And now coach Sarunas Jasikavičius, the Alexander Gamelski Coach of the Year, now a EuroLeague champion. And tonight's Adidas Player of the Game in this championship final is Marko Guduric. 19 points in the game, including 3 of 5 shooting from downtown, perfect from the free throw line, and 80% from two-point territory. And it's not just the buckets he got, but the moments in which he got them, absolutely key to Fenerbahce's win.
That's the big thing right there. You big players showing up in big moments, and Marko Guduric did it.
Marko Guduric,
a couple threes.
Adidas Player of the Game, but more importantly, you are Turkish Airlines EuroLeague champion. How does that feel?
This is the one. This is the one I've been waiting my whole career, working for. It's hard to really say something right now. Just proud, happy, and that's it. That's all I can say now.
When you're playing a game under that pressure defensively that Monaco put on you, do you just have to go into a blank space and say, I'm just going to get the ball up, get my teammates involved?
I mean, you have to. We just played against great team on the biggest stage, great defensive team as well. I mean, yeah, it was about preparation, get to our spots. And then just try to execute.
You said this has been a long time of your whole career. How many years have you dreamed of being on this stage and about to lift the crown?
Since I was a kid, I can't remember. Yeah, 20 years probably.
The daggers that you hit, that giant three that pretty much sealed the game. You're the man who steps up to take that shot, showed no fear, as did the rest of your team.
It's all about team. It's all about team. All these guys, I mean, we are really the team, and I emphasize that word all the time. This is team win, and I'm very happy, very proud, and all glory to God.
Marko, thank you very much. Congratulations.
So Marko Guduric, tonight's player of the game, and what a performance he delivered. And again, in the moments when he was called upon, taking the responsibility, showing that championship mentality, that toughness, that ice-cold temperament to help get his team over the line. Let's hear from Eric McCollum.
Eric McCollum, CJ McCollum, brothers. Before I let you talk to each other, you play one-on-one in the playground. Who's the best shooter?
I think he's a better three-point shooter. I'm a little bit better on the mid-range.
CJ, I'm going to let you take this. Talk to your brother right now.
First of all, congratulations on winning a championship with Fenerbahce. Heck of a career you've had so far. How does it feel to win a championship after playing for 15 years and being able to do it on this stage in Turkey?
Pretty much just all the work, all the effort, all the practices, everything we did, we sacrificed, it makes it worth it. So, it's just a blessing. It's hard to get here, and I'm just blessed to be part of the Fener organization and to be part of this championship.
Come on, CJ, let's talk it up. Eric is one of the coldest mid-range players in European history, and he's done it at the highest stage. You're a champion now, and it's great to have your baby brother here to watch on.
Yeah, nothing better. I mean, anytime you can win something in front of family, they give you support, they give you encouragement, they know what you went through, how hard you worked. Man, I'm just blessed to have him here, and I'm just thankful that they were able to see us raise the trophy. And shout out to all these fans. I mean, they came out, they packed the arena. I mean, it's all yellow in here, and with that opportunity, we could not win. So I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we got this, and I'm just so happy.
And CJ, look, the pride you must be feeling right now to see him getting it done. I mean, how does that feel as you come all the way to Abu Dhabi?
It's amazing to be able to watch him win a championship. It's something that we played a game for, so for him to be able to do that is special, and thankful I could be here and be able to see it. All the years of hard work is paying off.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Eric. You are a EuroLeague champion.
Again, just look at the contrast in emotions. Jerome Blossomgame with that marathon effort in the semi-final. We logged close to 40 minutes, 37 minutes to be precise. Coach Sarunas Jasikevičius, we're about to hear from him in a few moments' time, but Blossomgame made absolutely everything in a bid to help his team. Not enough to get it done tonight.
Coach Sarunas Jasikevičius, say now, 5-time champion, once as a coach, how does it feel?
Feels amazing. I've been chasing this trophy for a while now. Had a lot of heartbreaks. Stick with it. These guys got the job done.
The only thing you did not do tonight was step on the court and play with them. You lived every play of that game with your team.
No, I stepped on the court. I got a bunch of warnings for stepping on the court. stepped on the court. I really wanted to play. I know Billy wanted to play. Congratulations to him and to Monaco. Oh, man.
Look, Coach, to Monaco, awesome. They were an incredible opponent, a worthy opponent, and to get through them means you are worthy champions.
Yeah, exactly. I think we said before the Final Four, all of the teams who come here, they can win. Monaco could have won. I mean, they're a great team. Physicality is incredible. Guys leaving their hearts out. Hats off for them.
They will be back, but for now, this is your party. I've seen you celebrate already with your family, about to lift the trophy with the team. You will just soak this up. Forget the off-season now. Do you reflect on the journey you've been on this whole year?
I mean, it's, you know, it was difficult at times. There's no question it was difficult. We found a way. We found a way to stick together. We went through the bad times and survived in some parts of the season. And I believe from January, we played very good basketball.
Coach, congratulations. You're a EuroLeague champion.
What a wonderful moment for Coach Arūnas Jastukaivičius. He knows what that feels like as a player, but now as a coach, in his 5th consecutive Final Four as a coach, he can finally call himself a champion.
Coach Spanoulis, disappointment, but small margins. 2 great teams, only one can win.
Yeah, this is basketball, this is life, you know, we fight. I think we have the same stats, same offensive rebounds, same percentages everywhere. We have more turnovers and they had more free throws. And it was a tough game. Congratulations to Fener. And I think we make an amazing season. We deserve, both teams will deserve to win, but only one in the end win.
They say it's a game of runs. They had a start of the 4th quarter where they held you 4 minutes without any points, gave them a little bit of breathing room, but your guys dug down and fought back, and you've got to give credit to your team and your fans as well.
You know, yes, of course, and I think that we didn't move the ball good against switches. We were passive, and they make some very big shots, and that it was good defense, but offense was better.
Coach, thank you very much.
So Coach Vasilis Spanoulis bitterly disappointed. Only took the job, remember, in November of last year, but what an impact he had with his crew over at AS Monaco in his rookie campaign. So the flight time play of the game comes from the first quarter of the semi-final when Ken Birch topped the tables with this rim-rattling jam against Panathinaikos, and again going for a ride on the rim, just adding a little bit of flight time to his numbers. He's going to get himself some air miles.
You're trying to keep me going on this, aren't you? 1.79 seconds in the air is pretty good flight time if you ask me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the trophy ceremony for the 2025 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four here in Abu Dhabi. First, the runner-up trophy.
And to present the runner-up trophy, we have EuroLeague CEO Paulius Manteunis and His Excellency Saud Abdulaziz Al-Hassani, Undersecretary of the Department of Culture and Tourism. They're presenting the trophy to Monaco captain Mike James.
So the presentation party in position by EuroLeague CEO Mr. Paulius Manteunis, calling Mike James to the center circle, Undersecretary of the Department of Culture, on hand to present the trophy as well. But Mike James, what a servant he has been for EuroLeague basketball over the years, for AS Monaco during his tenure there. In his first final appearance, not able to get it done. But again, magnificent effort.
Yeah, tough game from Mike also. Didn't get it going. Didn't get his team involved during that game, and tried to take over himself at the end. Just couldn't get it knocked down. Let's see the final presentation now, MVP.
Nigel Hayes-Davis.
You gotta love it, my man.
Well, Nigel Hayes-Davis declared as the Turkish Airlines Final Four MVP in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Outstanding performance in the championship game. What an effort. 14 out of 14 from the free throw line to lead his team in scoring with 23 points in the championship game. He's getting himself 1 million miles, which is going to be a few trips around the world with Turkish Airlines for he, his friends and family.
And his cat. Hey man, look, this is a moment where he deserves it. Man, I've talked to him. I've been around him so many times. I talked to him before the Madrid game. He came up to me in Madrid before the Madrid game. He said, man, he's like, you know, the worst thing I ever did was set a standard, because at that point he had 3 bad games in a row. He said, the worst thing I ever did as a player was set a standard that people expect from me. And I looked him in the face and said, you know what, man, the best thing you've ever done was set a standard. I said, you're going to keep doing it, and he's done it, man. He went out at 33 in that game and went off. Came up to me after the game and said, man, thanks for the words. And right now, you see your EuroLeague MVP right there, man. That's a great moment, and again, to see this is just so painful. We've all been there.
Presenting the awards, President of EuroLeague, Mr. Deshan Bodiroga. His Excellency, Mohammed Khalifa Al Maburak, Chairman, Department of Culture and Tourism here in Abu Dhabi.
So EuroLeague Basketball President, Mr. Deshan Bodiroga.
And now fans, the players from your championship team.
Fenerbahce, EuroLeague team commemorated during the festivities over this Final Four period.
Number 0, Eric McCollum.
Well, Eric McCollum, in the presence of his brother CJ,
Number 1,
up to collect his miniature trophy, and what a performance he put forth in the semi-final when he put that 6-0 burst together, 3 of 6 from downtown in his 13 points.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about what you do throughout the weekend. It's about what you do in certain moments. And when they needed a boost in that semifinal game, Eric McCollum was the guy who got it for him with that run.
So Wade Baldwin sporting battle wounds. Those grazes on his shoulder as he back into the arena after being ejected. Nicolo Meili claiming a title. Sertac Shandler with the crown.
They let Wade back in.
Remember, Sertac Shandler taking that 2021 title with Anadolu Efes Istanbul. He's crossed the Bosphorus to get a title with Fenerbahce. Tarik Baburovic, what a postseason he has had.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And he got a little, we talked about getting out of sorts when he got in that little battle with Strzel early in the game and didn't have the type of game that he's had over the last 5 or 6, but that doesn't matter right now.
So Nigel Hayes-Davis collecting his title. Devon Hall has been sensational over the course of the Final Four. Deshaun Pierre, dependable as ever. Marko Guduric, the player of the game in the championship finale. Artur Jaguars, unable to suit up and compete in the final, but a crucial component of the victory. Gilson Bango, a late addition, signing in February of this year, but a key component of their success in the back part of the season.
Yeah, they're all key components around, because if they're not playing on the court, they're practicing every day. They're making it tough on the first team, on the second team, they're making it tough on anybody. And Sardis is going to make it tough on every part of the team. And this is the moment where you love your coach, finally.
Bonzi Colston and Ken Birch, those frontline stalwarts rounding out the players. And now, Coach Sarunas Jasakaivicius up to receive his miniature. And what a year it has been for him. To Alexander Gamelski, EuroLeague Coach of the Year. And now claiming his first EuroLeague crown. Absolutely sensational run as a coach in his 6th Final Four, 5 of them consecutive.
To the captain of Fenerbahce, Beku Istanbul.
So all of the front and back office staff of Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul being invited up onto the podium to share this special moment. Deshan Bodiroga prepares to present the trophy in recognition of all of the hard work they have done over the course of this season.
And here is your captain, Mehdi Mahmoudoglu.
Mehdi Mahmoudoglu invited to take the trophy presentation, didn't feature in the Final Four, but the long-serving stalwart, Fener captain, and now he's orchestrating proceedings from the center court logo.
Nigel wants to get this on camera. They gave him that cold bath the last time.
Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul are the 2025 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague champions. It is unconfined joy for the team from the Asian side of the Bosphorus Strait. Golden ticker tape being shot out from a cannon and descending from the rafters as well. Because Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul are the champions indeed, claiming the second title in history, adding to the triumph that they enjoyed on home soil in 2017. And here, in Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates, it is EuroLeague triumph number 2 for Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul. Coach taking his first one as a sideline strategist. Nicolo Bailey sharing this moment with family. What a magnificent servant he has been for EuroLeague basketball. Finally, he can call himself a champion.
Yeah, he's trying to Fenerbahce early on, but there's his wife checking in also, and it's a family affair when it finally happens, because everybody, your kids, your wife, everybody around you has put in so much effort and so much time and so much work, dealt with your triumphs, dealt with your difficult moments, your losses, and now everybody gets to enjoy the most important moment of the season.
All smiles in and around that cohort of Fenerbahce personnel. Leading the cheers is Coach Sarunas Yatakaibaches, and again, what a tenure he has enjoyed as a coach. The 2018 Final Four with Žalgiris Kaunas, then 3 Final Fours in a row with FC Barcelona, switching to Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul in December of 2023, getting them to the Final Four at the end of that season, and back again. This time, as he said to Martin Hanlon, it's been a long road to take the title, but finally they have triumphed. And Coach Sarunas Yatakaibaches, a EuroLeague title as a coach, adding to the 4 that he won as a player with 3 different teams.
You know, Ron, I think over the last 5 years, we've really seen him grow as a coach. It's a hard transition to make when you're such a great player into the coaching world, and he's done it successfully, but he never got to this moment right here. And this is the only thing that guys like him and Spanulis, you see his wife in tears, that really count as success. And this is the moment that he can lift that title up, and his wife knows how much that means to him because she's lived through the heartaches.
What a wonderful moment for Nicolo Bailey. His daughter more interested in the confetti that covers the court here at the Etihad Arena. And these celebrations likely to continue long into the Abu Dhabi night here.
We look forward to seeing you all again next year.
And that trophy, so hard-earned. Personnel changes, late additions, dealing with injuries. Remember, they were blown out by 30 on their home floor by AS Monaco back in round 15.
And the week after that, they lost by 27 to his old team, Barcelona. They went 1-5 through December. I told you the other day they took a little bit more of a Christmas break than they needed to, but they're 18-3 since then, and that's all that really matters.
So dancing abounds on the hardwood here. Let's hear from Nigel Hayes-Davis.
Nigel Hayes-Davis, EuroLeague champion, EuroLeague Final Four MVP. How does that sound to you?
It's great. I worked very hard the last 2 years, 4 years of trying to be president, and I've kind of played this out in my mind for the last month, this past year. So now that I'm here, it kind of feels like I've already done it. And like I don't look and feel as excited as I am, but I'm extremely happy, extremely proud. We worked very hard all year, a lot of ups and downs like every season, but it's tremendous to be champions.
You don't have to wear the heart on the sleeve because we've all witnessed the work that you put in, the standard you set for yourself, which you were critical of yourself about a month afterwards, but your whole team has raised up, and we've got to say that was a championship performance this weekend.
Absolutely. I've been saying that all year. We have a great team, emphasis on team. We played against a lot of guys, a lot of teams this year that have really great players, and we have a really, really tremendous team. Everybody stepped up. On Friday, everybody stepped up. Today, it was different guys that stepped up, and we've been doing that all year. When one guy went down, another guy stepped up. We lost Scotty at the beginning of the year, and those are big shoes to fill. We did that, and strength in numbers. We did it by committee. Great staff, great organization, and huge special shout out to the team and everyone that supports Fener.
Now you said that you've dreamed this, you've played it out in your mind over and over again. I've got to say the way you are, particularly at the free throw line, it's if you're not. It just happens in metronomical. 19 in a row. Have you got any plans to miss a free throw soon?
Hopefully not. I mean, but that comes from like I'm really taking a step in how big mental preparation and manifestation is. I saw a video of Ronaldo. He says a little phrase to himself before he takes a free kick. And once I found out what he says, I just changed it from football terms to basketball terms. So if you watch me at the free throw line, I have the same speech routine I give myself. I go up and I shoot the free throws. So I'm glad I made all of them today. And the most important thing to my mother is when I make my free throws. So if I miss them, she's pissed. So as long as I keep making them, she'll be happy.
And we go, okay, a little light-hearted question. The cat, what's he doing right now? And what's his name?
Oh, Sly, my baby? I don't know what he's doing right now. He has no idea what's going on right now. I'm going to come back, and he's just going to be like, where were you at all day? A couple of meows. We'll get some little nose kisses in, but yeah, I'll see him in a little bit. I'm sure he's not thinking about me. He's a cat, so.
Maybe he can get his dinner out of the MVP trophy or something. Nigel, congratulations. Thank you very much to you and Sly.
So Nigel Hayes-Davis, calm after the Final Four MVP award in his favor for a terrific performance. 14 out of 14 from the charity stripe. 26 consecutive free throws made when you add that to the 12 straight that he had made coming into the championship game. The EuroLeague's all-time single-game leading scorer of the modern era. 50 points on the board against Albury in March of last year in round 32. Truly delivering. Not a spectacular performance, but so consistent. Giving up his body, flirting with a double-double, 9 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. And again, the hustle plays that don't show up on the stat sheet. A fantastic display from Fenerbahce's leader.
I think that was the most important part of it. You can make all the free throws you want, all the thing, but players follow their leaders and they follow what they do. We saw 2 or 3 plays where he got on the ground where you don't typically see basketball players get on the ground and go after the rock, and he did it. He sets an example, and it becomes contagious for the rest of the squad.
So a tradition that began in college basketball, the trimming of the twine. Gilson Bango standing strong, that pillar of support beneath Marko Guduric, the game's MVP, carrying out that traditional cord-cutting ceremony as we take another look at the moment of confirmation, the trophy presentation. Marko Guduric, the player of the game, alongside the Fener captain, Melih Mahmutoglu, hoisting that trophy aloft, a moment that these players and everyone associated with them will remember forever.
You don't forget this moment, Ryan. This goes down in history, goes down in your mind, because in all reality, it's what you play for. You're making millions, you're famous, you're well known, you might have your Instagram account, you might have a cat that you picked up, whatever, but this is the moment when you look back that you remember the most. But like Spanulis said the other day, 17 years he suffered to win 3 championships. So there's a lot of suffering that's gone with that feeling. You can see it. And Coach Sarah's wife also, she knows how much it means to her husband and the rest of his family.
This moment of joy will be comparatively brief, but my goodness, it is something that this group will be able to call upon and harness as they look to go forward and repeat looking ahead to next season and given the mentality of many of these players on this squad and indeed the coaching staff, this is likely to be a brief celebration before they start looking ahead to next year and put out that mantra of let's do it again.
Did you just throw out the repeat already?
I'm thinking what they're going to be thinking. They're trying to anticipate what they're thinking.
Man, they're not thinking repeat yet. They're thinking that next year sometime. Give these guys a break, will you? Give this poor guy. He only needs to worry about the Turkish league right now. That's all he needs to worry about. Forget repeat. It's taken him so long to get this one. It's been such a hard road that he's going to enjoy this for his moment, man, a moment he deserves.
Nicolo Meli. So many runs deep into the postseason, final 4 appearances. And again, didn't play the minutes he's perhaps used to getting, given his talents and abilities, but my goodness, he was dependable when called upon and brought all of his experience and ability to the fore over the course of the final 4.
That's called quality minutes, man. When you're a vet, you just got to get in and do what's asked of you and figure out what part of the game that you need to take care of. And Meli did it, whether it was picking up offensive fouls, getting offensive rebounds, getting on the floor and getting loose balls. Meli did everything his team needed to get him to this point, and he's celebrating every minute of it with his young daughter.
Remember when Fenerbahce made their 3rd consecutive final after winning in Istanbul. He joined the club the following year, only to be bested by Real Madrid. And perhaps that goes some way to explaining the emotions that he was demonstrating when it began to sink in that he is a EuroLeague champion, as is that man, the EuroLeague Coach of the Year, capping what has been a magnificent campaign by guiding Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul to their 2nd EuroLeague title.
That little kid on the right there with the hat on, that guy can play too, man. That's Coach's son. I saw him play in a tournament I was coaching in Barcelona, and he's got game too. He's going to be around sometime.
So far from the celebrating crowd, Coach Runis Jastukaivic just enjoying some quality time with his family. And again, they have been his support system, his group that provide that support when things aren't going well. Imagine going home as a head coach after you've lost by 30 on home floor and then get beaten by almost 30 the following week. It's those people, those closest to him, that have to pick up the pieces and continue to encourage and inspire.